Hi, Aries Sun and Rising. Welcome to your October 2023 Astro Update. It's Raina here. Well, this is eclipse season, and we're going to have an eclipse in your opposite sign of Libra and other planets joining in there. So, relationships and, in some cases, legal matters may be playing themselves out during the month of October, and certainly those two things can be combined if a person's getting a divorce. And by the way, sometimes I get like when they would show the thumbs down, or even if you can still see, thumbs down when you have your own account and stuff. But the thing that people sometimes would get upset about is if you would talk about relationships breaking up and divorces and all of that. And divorces can be great because you can get away from somebody that you're not compatible with. So I don't think Aries people would probably thumb me down too much about that, but I thought that was funny. It reminded me of all of those kinds of times when I get that. So on the 4th of the month, speaking of Libra, Mercury goes into Libra. Now, remember, we had a Mercury retrograde in Virgo, so that was affecting your sixth house, matters with work and health and how you order your day, what you do during a day. And now we have Mercury, which is communicative, going into this area of partnership. But sometimes it can be negotiations. Sometimes it can be paperwork, like some thing that you have to sign. And who knows, maybe this has something to do with the Mercury retrograde in the sixth house, some kind of mediation or lawsuits, legal intervention was necessary in order for you to settle something that will possibly make your life better. Maybe you found out somebody else was making more money for doing the same job at your company, and you filed some kind of a legal thing, and you were able to take care of that. But if you are in a happy relationship, you might be making wedding plans. Mercury can be calling the caterer or the reception hall. On the 8th, Venus goes into Virgo, so now you have Venus going into this sixth house of health. I call the Venus transit in the sixth house the Vitamix transit because I think of like a high-ticket item. Venus can be something you don't necessarily need, but you want, that is more pricey, that is more a luxury item. And in the sixth house, because it has to do with Virgo and health, you don't really think of luxury when it comes to Virgo. You think of practicality. So things that are practical, but that, that they serve a purpose that isn't just kind of smoke and mirrors or something, on the surface, but they really serve a purpose. And at the same time, you have to drop a pretty penny to get it. So there you go. So that can be it. It can be love in the workplace. You may be even having your office redecorated. That's always a possibility. This is also great for harmony with coworkers. I think of the Three of Pentacles in the tarot. This idea of getting along with others, playing well with others. Because since you had Mars there a while back, that could have been when things were a little bit hairy, when, there's a little bit of conflict. So now everything could be a little bit more copacetic, as they say. And, even like a lawsuit or something. But now everything is all good. And it can bring more money in the workplace. So maybe, like I said, if you have actually had to, go after that, that could be the aftermath of that. On the 10th, Pluto goes direct. 1010, the 1010 portal, baby. So Pluto goes direct, and this is in Capricorn, in your 10th house of career. Oh, wow. So I can just see the whole thing playing out here because Pluto went back into your 10th. And that could be, when I think of Aries people dealing with Pluto in the 10th house, it's like, whoa. Because it's power struggles. But it really might have been a time where you looked within yourself. 10th house can be like a father, daddy issues, authority issues, but daddy usually comes first when, of the person that you rebel against, or the authoritarian in the family. And you might have kind of traced that. If you had any kind of conflict with people in positions of power, like for instance in your career, you might have started to look at yourself, because in some cases you can see a pattern. Aries is a sign that where life is a battle, but you kind of like it. Scorpio is co-ruled by Mars, but for Scorpio it's a little bit different. For Aries, it's almost like the prize fighter that wants to kind of I was going to say slay dragons. What I meant was, I don't want to, I don't think we should slay dragons. I think they might be nice, actually, and mystical creatures. But I mean, that's a saying, like wanting to be this superhero or this action figure, and protect people, maybe even protect others, protect the weaker individuals. So there might have been a good cause why you were doing this. Maybe you saw exploitation in your line of your career and you wanted to battle that. But you have to battle yourself first. I mean, look within. Now Pluto has gone direct and you will feel more empowered. And anything that you do where you have to address this until Pluto goes back into Aquarius, you will be more mindful whether or not you are, projecting onto the situation. Because sometimes we attribute certain negative qualities to others that really we're just kind of rebelling against them because we want to call all the shots all the time. And Pluto will go back into Capricorn in 2024 as well, and then stay in your 11th house for 20 years. On the 12th, Mars goes into Scorpio, your 8th house. Whoa, that's pretty heavy duty. This can be very sexual. Mars is a sex drive. You're ruled by Mars. This is your ruler. There goes the leaf blowers. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Sorry, I'm going to get through this, people. I hope I have all the windows closed, so hopefully it won't be too loud. This is the situation of like a strong sex drive for some people, but maybe there's some kind of, well, I don't have to say, that's probably true for Aries, 365 days a year, right? Actually, I would emphasize more getting to the bottom of something. The 8th house can be like secrets and that sort of thing. There might be a fight over money. This is other people's money or shared resources. So, inheritances, other, like ex-spouses or soon-to-be ex-spouses, that kind of thing. On the 14th, we have a solar eclipse at 21 degrees in your opposite sign, opposite house of Libra, house of committed partnership. So if there's some connection with fighting over money and that, that might indicate that. But a solar eclipse is a powerful new moon. So new developments as it pertains to those kinds of situations. And for people who are single, this could be the opportunity to meet somebody now who eventually becomes your life partner. On the 22nd, Mercury goes into that 8th. So that's doing research, that's ferreting out secrets. And just like, okay, what's the deal here? What's going on here, people? Somebody, if somebody's trying to get one over on you, it's going to be really hard because you got this energy in the 8th house. And the very next day, the sun goes there. So the sun kind of is like a flashlight, shining the light on those secrets. And you become an honorary Scorpio for a month. And then on the 28th, we have a lunar eclipse at 5 degrees of Taurus. And that is, it's an early degree. So for some people, this is kind of tricky because of the, depending on somebody's chart, this is not, on your ascendant. But for some people, it will actually be in your first house. This is supposed to be your second house, but it's only 5 degrees. So it could very well be in your first house. If it is in your first house, this can be changes altogether, including letting go of something physical. Like, let's say you've had a beard for 20 years, and it's like, you look like a member of ZZ Top or something, and you decide to just cut it off. Or you decide to go clean shaven altogether, and you've always had a beard. But it can be just a major event that is happening. For other people, if it is happening in your second house, a lunar eclipse can be some sort of major. I hesitate to use the word shake-up with your finances because that sounds negative. I don't like to be like kind of fear-based about that. I actually think that a lunar eclipse can be kind of a breakthrough where somebody has been trying to make something happen. Maybe you started a business and, you're just waiting for the first sale, and then it's like a deluge where it just kind of starts happening. I could totally see that. So, yeah. Okay, that's what I have for you, Aries. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, I have package deals. My deep dive readings are very popular because they, you save money by getting, these are, standalone readings. Natal chart analysis, that's an hour long. Transits, hour long. But together, you get to save on that. And then I have one with the tarot and those 2 readings called The Whole Enchilada, which is 3 full-length readings for a special price. And then I have a bunch of stuff, career, love, yada, yada. Find out more at the link below. I'm at RainaMoonAstrology.com. Thank you for listening. Bye.